Hello everyone, welcome back to the course. So in the first session, we are going to cover the introduction to SSL from basics, okay? And along with that, we will see a comparison of the SSL and TLS, okay? So let us start from the HTTP, okay? So whenever we access any of the website today, okay, if you have noticed, so we have two ways to access the website from the browser. The first way we access with the help of HTTP, and second is we access with the help of HTTPS, like this one. Okay, so we'll cover what exactly is this HTTPS, but before that one, let us come to the HTTP. Okay, so what is HTTP? The HTTP is the short form of Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, and this protocol is used to transfer data between browser and server. So very first thing, HTTP is a protocol. Then protocol is a set of rules, standard rules that has been designed for the communication over the network. Right. So now suppose that whenever we access any of the website, okay, from our system with the help of browser, okay, the request is served by the designated server, right? For example, if you access any of the website like http and double slash forward slash example.com from your browser in your system, okay, so your server or your machine, which is your laptop or maybe desktop, okay, it is connected with the internet, which is also called the public network, right? So this request is going to reach to the end server, right? And all the communication between your system and the end server, this communication will be over the internet, which is also called the public network, right? So now the data which is going forward and coming from server to your PC during the communication between browser and server, this is completely in the plain text. Okay, for example, if you have access any of the website where you need to enter some of your personal details, okay, for example, you access a page and you entered your name, you entered your name in a text box, then you entered your address, then you entered some of your other contact details like the contact number and all the details, and when you click on the submit, so when you click on the submit, the request is going to reach to your server, right? And this request is going from the public network or from the internet. So this data completely in the plain text format. So that means it is going to be transferred to the server over the public internet in the plain text format. If it is a name, then it is a name. If it is an address, then this is a address. If this is a contact number, this is a contact number. So this complete communication is happening over the public network in the plain text format, which is a very big challenge, right? Because anyone can compromise your data in between. If some hacker, okay, attack in this communication, okay, then that particular hacker can take the complete your personal data because this is completely in the plain text format, right? So this need to be secured. This is not a good way for the communication between browser and the server over the public network or over the internet where the data is transferring in the complete plain text format. So this need to be secured, right? So what we have learned what exactly is the HTTP, which is a hypertext transfer protocol. It is a kind of a protocol which is standard set of rules that is used for the communication over the network, whether it is a public network or it is a private network. So this used to transfer the data over the browser and web server, right? And the one of the drawback what we have learned about the HTTP is that data communication is completely plain text, right? Which is not the good way. So we need to make this communication secure. Okay, so for securing this type of a communication over the public network or internet, we have the secure socket layer. Okay, and this is the way where this S came in pictures. Okay, so as of today, we will see that multiple or almost most of the website we access with the help of HTTPS colon forward slash something like that one. So this S is stand for the secure or which is also called the secure socket layer. Now, what is secure socket layer? It is a technology used to secure data transmitted over the internet by encrypting it. Now, multiple things are here. The very first thing, what we are doing, we are transmitting the data over the internet, right? And this data which is getting transmitted over the internet is completely encrypted, right? So what we have learned in the previous slide, this is your browser, and from here the communication is happening with the web server over the internet. right? And with the help of HTTP, this was completely in the plain text format. But now when we implement the SSL secure socket layer, this transmission, that means the data which is transferring from your web browser to your server, this is completely encrypted in between. This is not the plain text. So this ensures that sensitive information like password, credit card numbers, and personal data remains private and secure during transmission. So what is happening in this case? Whatever the data is getting transferred from your PC to the server over the internet is completely secured with the encryption. Right. So this is the SSL secure socket layer. So let us discuss this again with the graphical formations. So now this is your web browser and this is your web server. Okay. Now suppose that you try to access one of the bank website like https://xyzbank.com. This is the bank website that you access from your local system. Okay. And when you access the website, you first need to enter your username and password for the authentication in your banking website. Right. So now this username and password is very personal, critical, secure information for you. Right. It is your online bank account. Correct. So when you access the website over the internet, okay, so this request will reach from your browser to the end server, right? After that, whenever you enter your username and password, or in fact whenever you enter any of the information after the login, okay, or you can say whatever the communication that is happening from your browser to the server over the internet, it is completely going to be encrypted. Okay, so for example, you have entered the username as digitalk and password as digitalk123, and when it is transferring over the internet till it reaches to a server, it will be in the encrypted form, like something like this one, right? So which is not in an understandable format. So once this data is reached to a server, this encrypted data need to be decrypted again, right? So that your server can understand it. So once your data is reached to the server, this encrypted data will again decrypt it in the same username and password. Okay, then your server is going to process the request, and once the request is processed, the server need to send response back to you, right, to your browser. So again the response will again transferring or happening over the public internet. So that means again the data which is coming back from your server to your browser, it will again encrypted, something like this one. Okay, and once this is reached to your server, to your browser, okay, this need to be decrypted, right? So these kind of a data which is encrypted over the internet for the communication either from the browser to server or either from server to browser, this is called the ciphertext. Okay, which is not in the human readable form, or you can read it but you can't able to understand what exactly it is. It is completely encrypted. So this is called the ciphertext. So now in this case, if you see, whenever the data is transferring over the internet, this is completely in the ciphertext form. So what will happen in that case? If some hacker will try to hack your data from the public internet, then that hacker is only going to get the junk data, which is the encrypted data. Now it is not in the plain text format. Okay, so now it is completely secure and your personal data is not going to be compromised, right? So now what we have learned, basic thing, what is SSL? And this SSL is for encrypting the data between browser and server, right? And what we have learned apart from that, this data is encrypted and again decrypted at the server end, and when the response sent back, it is again encrypted and decrypted at the browser end, right? So now apart from the basic concept of SSL, we have two things here, encryption and decryption, which is happening at both end, browser end as well as server end. So how this encryption and decryption happen, which actually does this practically? So these are the keys, right? So what we have seen in the introduction session, we have a four type of keys: public keys, private keys, symmetric keys, and asymmetric keys. So these keys take participate in these kind of a encryption and decryption of data over the public internet, right? So this SSL is a protocol, specifically a cryptographic protocol. So this is SSL is also called a cryptographic protocol because this we are using for the encryption of data over the public internet, which is designed to secure communication over a network, right? So now hope SSL is clear to you and a very basic idea how the encryption work when there is a communication between your browser and server. The data is encrypted in both direction when it is going from your browser to server, or maybe when it is coming from server to the browser, and all these happen with the help of keys that we are going to understand in the details in the next few sessions. Hope SSL is also clear to you. So now what exactly is the TLS? Okay, so now everywhere you will see the TLS. Okay, so SSL is the older, now outdated protocol for securing web traffic, while TLS it is modern, more secure replacement. Most systems today use TLS even if they still call it SSL. So that means SSL and TLS both are same. Both are the protocols that is used for securing the communication over the public or network or over the internet. SSL is the older version of your TLS. Okay. And now this SSL is referred as the TLS. So secure socket layer SSL and the TLS, which is called the transport layer security, are both cryptographic protocol that secure communication between your browser and website. So that means there is no difference. Both are same, but only difference is that TLS is the modern naming conventions of the SSL, right? So because with the time there are a lot of enhancement that is going over the these kind of cryptographic security algorithms and for the communications. So the latest enhanced version of this communication for securing the data over the public internet is now referred as TLS, which has multiple enhancement and bug fixes. Those were there in the SSL. Okay, so you can say TLS is the upgraded version of your SSL. Okay, so now if we do a side-by-side comparison of SSL and TLS, so full form SSL is the secure socket layer and TLS is called the transport layer security. And SSL is now outdated and insecure. It is declared as an insecure. Okay, and TLS is the modern and secure. Okay, so the last version of SSL was 3.0, which is now obsolete. Okay, and the latest version of TLS as of today in 2025 is TLS 1.3. This is the latest versions, which is very secure. Okay, and apart from that, some of the older version of TLS, those are still in use by the multiple softwares. Okay, 1.1 and 1.2. Okay, so even this 1.1 is going to be depreciated by the multiple softwares. Those are not going to support 1.2. So the minimum supported versions for the multiple softwares as of today is TLS 1.2, and the recommended is to go with the latest one, which is 1.3. Okay, so when we talk about the uses, so still most of the guys use the SSL term, even they are going to utilize the TLS, or you can say actually they are using the TLS now, but traditionally it is asked as SSL. You will see most of the people still referring as an SSL, even though they are using the TLS, which is 1.3 or 1.2, right? So this is all about what is the SSL, why we use it, what is the difference between SSL and TLS. Okay, and what is the purpose of using the SSL in the browser to server communication for encryptions of the data to make it secure when it is transferring over the public internet. Okay, and then a short comparison of SSL and TLS.